She was gone and I was doing fine, but then I realized she messed up my mind. I was hurt, yes I was, but I got over it and washed away the dirt. Dry the tears from my eyes, but I can't straighten out. She messed up.
I had a request while my hair is blonde to do another Veronica Lake tutorial. I have actually done Veronica Lake tutorials in the past. One of them I removed for poor quality and one of them is still up. It was when my hair was red and it was much longer actually than it even is now. But it is done with traditional water waving, and if your hair is not curly at all like mine, mine is not, if your hair is super straight, that style may be very difficult to actually accomplish. If you've got some natural curl to your hair, the traditional water waving that Veronica Lake did is super easy to do and it will take on your hair. But this method, which is the same method I used in my Rita Hayworth video, may actually work better if your hair is stick straight like mine. I did this on second day hair. I have some extensions in, so my hair is just a little bit longer, and I've got pin curls going forward on the top and then back and then forward, and there's just 3 rows right here. And then on this side I have two rows of 2 pin curls just aiming away from my face. That's just to kind of give it that swept off the face look on the right side. So the rest of my hair I just rolled in hot sticks every which way, but I kept all the volume out of the top and out of the sides because that's, you know, as you know, indicative of 1940s styling. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you, and we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the pin curl clips that I have. I'm going to kind of situate the front section first before I remove my rollers. So I'm taking out the pin curl clips, and as you can see, these curls felt very loose, which is exactly what needed to happen. There will still be some wave there, but it will not be super tight curls. As you know, Veronica Lake did not have a lot of volume or a lot of curls, so we don't need a lot for this. Sorry about my roots, they're awful. I'm holding off on getting my hair done because I'm in a wedding on November 1st, and I didn't want to color my hair prematurely because I didn't want any growth in the wedding. I'm just gonna pin my bangs back because they are not going to be featured in this style at all, and I'm just going to pull a little bit of volume into this section. So as you can see, there's a little bit of wave right here.
'Cause she messed up my mind.
What I do is I take a clip and I put it behind where I've placed my pin. As you can see, I just took the clip and pushed it behind, and there's a little bit of a ridge right here. But there's not a lot of wave there, so it's not going to be super dramatic. Then I take my fingers and shape this wave that's going to be the peekaboo wave. And my bangs are long enough right now to kind of blend with this, but if you want your bangs completely out of the way, you can pin them underneath here and then just put this back hair over it. Take a little hairspray and push this into place. Now I've got curls left here that I'm going to brush all the volume out of. And if you'll notice, Veronica Lake's wave in the movies was never like perfect. It never stayed in one place. It wasn't plastic. It moved around, and the reason that it kind of fell back into that peekaboo shape is because they restyled it in between takes. So it's not like her hair stayed in this perfect peekaboo wave. It was just styled so that the peekaboo shape was there. Now you have a wave that's kind of been placed, and now what I'm going to do is take the rest of my rollers out. And believe it or not, this is actually a pretty simple style. It's not a really complicated one. And even though I've got a lot of curl from these hot sticks, this hair being sort of virginish hair is going to make the curls take. And when I have extensions in, I'm always really careful with the with the hot sticks, but also when I brush it out, I'll have to be careful to make sure that I don't dig too deeply and pull those extensions out. You can do your curling iron / pin curl set that you see so many people on YouTube do. I like that as well. However, it's not going to have quite the same look. it's going to be a little bit tighter, a little bit looser wave. And if you live on the West Coast or somewhere dry, then you'll be able to do that no problem. But this is what I have to do around here. So now I'm just taking my Denman brush and I'm brushing the length back into my set. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just trying to get as much wave into this as possible and get the curl out of it. This is not going to be a curly style. You know, the 1940s for Veronica Lake was a very different world than it was for anyone else. Even that hairstyle video that she did for the war effort, where she put her hair in an updo, you never really saw it like that in her promo shots and her headshots. She just didn't wear it up. That was a really great way to get the Veronica Lake fans on board with the war effort, but it's not necessarily. I'll link that video below, by the way. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got long luminous waves, and I'm just going to take this spot where I've made the wave, and I'm going to spray it one more time before I release it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a natural bristle brush. This is just a cheapo brush. It's by Titan. I got this at the local grocery store. And I'm brushing with this because not only does it bring shine in, but it also will keep the extensions from showing through where my hair is a little bit more sparse. And just kind of brush those ends against your hand and give it that nice soft wave. As you know, brushing against the hand, and with you using a natural bristle brush like this, you're going to have to brush it against your hand a little bit more vigorously than you would if you didn't, because it's not digging into the hair. So you have to really kind of just work with it. Take some time to get the look you want. Okay, now what I'm going to do to really cement this into place, in this one spot, because my hair is a little bit short and more layered than Veronica Lake's was, I'm going to pull this back hair a little bit forward. There we go. And now it's almost perfect. Okay. Now the reason that you see some differences here is that her hair was not layered. It was mostly one length, except for a couple of layers around the front. So you want to try to mimic the look of non-layered hair as well as you can, which means you need to brush some solidity, some solid look, some solid wave into this style. And the way that we go about doing that is I'm going to take this section with the little flyaways and I'm going to brush them flat. I'm going to take it and wrap it around my thumb and brush them flat. I don't want any volume right here. That's it. This is the finished Veronica Lake style using extensions and hot rollers slash pin curls. And again, there is the water waving set, which is more authentic to what she actually did because she had a little bit of natural curl. And here's the back. So hopefully that helped you out a little bit. It is definitely a style that can be done on straight hair. It really does just take a little bit of finagling. You can actually lift this up with a standard ridge clip like this if you want to, and then you'll have a little bit more of a lift to your peekaboo wave. But if you'll look at pictures of Veronica Lake, her wave was very defined, but it was like just defined right here. It wasn't like wasn't like an S wave. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people, when they're doing a Veronica Lake style, seem to forget, is that she didn't really have a lot of layers and she didn't have a lot of shape in her hair. It was really just about that one signature wave. And the next time that if you guys have any more requests like this one, please feel free to shoot them to me on my Facebook page or Instagram or here in the comments. I read all your comments and I try to respond to as many as I can. We'll be able to get to them all eventually, but right now I am starting a new series. It's actually a revisit to an old series, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. It'll be coming up, I believe, next week. It just depends. I'm styling a wedding on November 1st, and so I've got a lot going on this month, but hopefully I'll be able to get to it. If not, I'll see you in a few weeks. And
someone, but this mess I'm in can't be undone. She could be replaced, but she messed up.